thank you for the very nice applause for that car. We love that car, and I think the first resonance shows also that you like the car. Isn't it really a great car? The new Arona, the first car, as Lucas said, on the new platform MQB-A0 in that style, in the SUV style, and for us in SEAT a very important step. SEAT Arona stands for lifestyle. Reflected by the design, by the personalization, also by the dual color concept. SEAT Arona stands for technology, a lot of technology, especially for the young customers, connectivity, infotainment system, entertainment system, but also advanced driver assistance system. And for sure, Arona stands also for dynamic, for fun to drive, and for sportiness, which is very important for SEAT, for every SEAT car, and very important for us and for me as well. Let's describe a little bit the design. Alejandro Mesonero will go more to the detail later on, but just to go on some very principal things. As you can see, and as we have defined very clearly, every SEAT today is following the very clear SEAT design DNA, coming from the A-pillars, the lines surrounding the cooling element. What you can see here, that as a smart brother, as the younger brother of the Ateca, we have the same elements on the bonnet, like the more SUV style. You see that the headlights are pretty high, really to show the car and to support the car as an SUV. On the side, very important for us are the blisters, in this case the dual blister, the double blister, and I mentioned it very shortly, it was important in that segment to have a dual painting system. That means we can offer the car in one color, but we can offer the car also in a dual color concept, which you can see here very dynamic, separated. And last but not least, a very nice rear of the car with as well LED rear lights, with 3D LED rear lights, and we think it's a pretty nice optical thing of the car. And but more to come. Alejandro will explain more in detail in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, with SEAT Leon in 2012, we described something like a SEAT formula. At that time it was the Leon formula. And I want to go very short through it because it's not just design DNA, but it's also the DNA of the car, which is very important. And just to describe it, and because we applied the formula to every new SEAT, and for sure also to the Arona. Just to name it, SEAT, very important for sure, is design, but not only design itself, but it's design and functionality. SEAT, as we said, it's dynamic and sportiness, but not only dynamic, but it's also comfort. Yeah? But that means not only on a handling course or on a sporty handling, but also on the long run to have comfort. SEAT has to be accessibility, very important, but also quality. As you can see the very precise lines, the precise blisters, really to show off the quality. It's a visible quality, but also on the long run, the car has a very high quality. And for SEAT, very important, it's motion and technology. And the best example is that, you know, for us the light is extremely important today, especially the exterior light, and more to come in future. But you see especially the headlights and the rear lights, which combine technology, that means best function, best performance, really making the night to a day, but also emotion with the daytime running light and with the other elements. Ladies and gentlemen, let's come more to the technical side of the car. As Luca already said, this car is based on the MQB-A0, and that's the first car in the Volkswagen Group as an SUV in the MQB-A0. And that means we have a totally different chassis. We have bigger wheels, outer diameter. We have a new suspension system giving more ground clearance, and the different seat height. All that brought up really the car in height. And also the MQB-A0 is a guarantee for perfect performance in crash tests, in body stiffness and so on, where this car achieves really high values. The Arona, by the way, is also based on that platform, one of the lightest cars in the segment. When I say one of the lightest cars, actually it is the lightest car, but depending on the powertrain versions, sometimes one competitor is also very close. But this car starts at 1,000 kilograms, which is really very, very good. And that's something you can feel you can feel when driving because it's really agile and dynamic, and you can feel also in the real lifetime fuel consumption. Just to show you the package, because it's the younger brother of the Ateca, and you can see the Ateca in all aspects. It's a little bit bigger, but we think the car fits perfectly as a sister or as a brother to the Ateca. The Ateca is around about 22 centimeters longer. It's nearly 7 centimeters higher, and that fits quite well. Very important is, we mentioned more functionality. This car has a luggage compartment of 400 liters, and compared with the competitors, we have the biggest room in the first seat row, and in the second we are with one other the biggest. And we think really overall we have a very good setup of that car. Yeah, let's come next to the technology points. There is a long list. I think to summarize is, we bring technology elements from the higher segments, from the luxury segment to that segment, and I don't want to go to all the things, you can read it. For us, very important is connectivity, is wireless charger, there are all these connecting functions. That's the most important thing. By others, for sure, you have the keyless go and so on. And also very important are the advanced driver assistance system. With that car we bring new to the segment, for example, also the park assist, which allows for semi-automatic parking in parallel parking lots or also in head-on parking lots. It gives you the blind spot detection, also the rear crossing traffic alert, where I think everyone knows from practical experience that's really important in the daily life. It additionally has also fatigue detection, pedestrian protection for sure, and also automatic distance control. Ladies and gentlemen, let's come to the engines. We will offer this car with 3- and 4-cylinder engines. On the gasoline side, we will have 70 kilowatts, that means 95 horsepower 3-cylinder, TSI, then 85 kilowatt, 115 horsepower, also with DHD. And the top and the most sporty variant will be the 1.5-liter 4-cylinder with 150 horsepower. On the diesel side, we will offer the 1.6-liter and 2-power versions with 95, 115 horsepower. And very important, with the Arona, we will also have an offer which has a very good CO2 value on the CNG side, a TGI, that means a direct injected gasoline compressed natural gas car with a very good CO2 value, but also with a very low fuel consumption of just 3.6 kilograms per 100 kilometer. And that car really combines fun to drive with very good cost of ownership. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, due to the fact that we have very young customers, the sound is very important. And the Arona is the second car in our segment fitted with the Beats audio system, and I think it's just simply the best you can get. And not only in that segment, you have to experience yourself, and I think that's a really very nice setup. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like now to hand over to Alejandro Mesonero, our design chef, to give us some more insights about the design, and I will be back in a second. Thank you.